right, welcome back into another episode of Indiebnb. Today we are joined by Dude Dynamik.
Yes, sir.
The new clubhouse leader in Indiebnb performances. Thank you so much for coming on.
Man, I appreciate you for having me back, man. It is an honor to be at on the top of the list for most times visited. So I'm happy to be back, man.
He's a regular, folks. And, excited about this update. As we've gone through and we have, we were with you from
the beginning.
relative beginning.
No. The beginning. Don't even do yourself like that. The beginning, before anyone knew who I was, like the beginning. And people still don't know who I am, but like I feel like a lot of progress, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So you guys were there 100%.
Well, we're glad to document and be able to, be a part of the journey. And that for sure is something exciting to, kind of speak about. But since we last spoke, we had a lot of, there's been a lot of progress. I mean, I've seen you live. I think that was something that may or may not have been done, since you had first time. Now I get text every few weeks here, like we're going and we're doing some live performances. So how's that been? I mean, getting into that live scene,
man. I will say that I am like a lot more comfortable performing in front of people, like since the first time we ever like interviewed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be nervous, like always get the cotton mouth, like, and that's kind of like a thing of the past now. Just being a regular with the microphone in my hand. So I would say like a lot of progress in terms of just like my stage presence and just trusting in the work that I'm putting in. I think like the more I got into like releasing music and being in front of the camera, is just like kind of like a domino effect. It's like everything happening together at the right time for, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a culmination of like just great energy, great vibes, and not letting, just being diligent in a sense of not letting anything stop me, so just again trusting in that work I put in, man. So,
and you do certainly put in a lot of work.
Yes, sir.
I think that you are one of the hardest working folks that we've seen in this in the Atlanta scene for sure. I mean, like you're on podcasts, you're on doing any kind of live radio hits, like you're going down to Cordeal and doing those pieces too. I mean, it's all out there. And I think sir. I want to talk about one in particular, obviously, your man Wayno, coming at you, coming at your throat. Like, yeah, I saw that one and, it's kind of interesting to go through and do a little background, do a little Instagram digging, if you will. But I'd love to hear kind of from your perspective, that whole interaction and kind of give our listeners a little preview into what that was.
Absolutely, yeah. And this will be really the first time me actually having the conversation about that on record. So, what was going on? Okay, so following Wayno, right? He's a A&R for QC Records. Lil Baby, the Migos, I think Mariah the Scientist. She may or may not be with QC, but they have a lot of huge acts, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Big Lil Baby being like the biggest, right? He was posting something one day about him being on like a board or something like that for like, something dealing with hip hop. I don't know if it was like Double XL or something, but just me knowing, I think he's from like up north, and I know how people up north are about like hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I probably could have did more research on, what actually he was doing, but, I was just shouting him out and was like, hey, this is a great look. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully this means like, real music is like on the comeback. You know what I'm saying? Like him being he's worked with Jay-Z, he's worked with Kanye, he's been in those rooms, you know what I'm saying? Me following him, I see all that, right? And, I said that, I was like, big ups, basically, hopefully this is a return to real rap. And then he was like, yeah, man, basically laid out what he's going to be doing. And he was like, what do you mean by real rap though? And I took offense to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I took offense to that because you know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I know, like you're in the industry and, you don't want to necessarily like tarnish your brand or, you know, fuck up anything you got going on with people who don't make real music. You know what I'm saying? You don't like people like to do that whole, oh, it's art. Yeah. And it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it is at the end of the day, music is art and it's everything in this life is subjective.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But where the fuck do we draw the line? You feel what I'm saying? So that's where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point in time, we gotta tell these motherfuckers like, bro, your music is trash, bro. Like it does nothing. Your music literally has no purpose. You're just putting it out because you can put it out. You got Band Lab, you got whatever it is. Like you got a studio, and you don't take this shit serious. You know what I'm saying? And so again, I have a problem with that. And so, you know, I think with that, it's all turned into like, since people are just doing it to pass time, is like everybody's doing the same thing because they just want to have that one viral moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not, there's no, so you just want that one viral moment so you can look back 10 years from now and be like, you remember that one time? Like, no, fuck that. That's not why I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do it to really inspire people to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And like go after their dreams, chase their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what music did for me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm the great person I am. You know what I'm saying? It part of it is because of the music, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when people try to downplay it, like the impact and the influence of music. Like, oh, that shit matters, bro.
Yeah.
And I know business is like, whenever you put business with shit, man, it gets all fucked up. So I kind of get that side of it, but at the same time, man, we got to draw a line.
So basically, like this guy's saying, like, look, like, you know, what do you mean real rap's gone? And, you know.
No, he was questioning what I meant by real rap, like as a concept. Like, bro, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, like people who take it seriously, who are actually here to, you know, be inspiring and do what the true essence of the art is. Not necessarily like, oh, I mean, hey, I'm going to go put up just Spotify shit together and see what I can do. I mean, anybody who's got a laptop can, you know, sadly can make music now.
Barrier to entry is very low.
But the barrier to entry is low. But now I think, you know, the good thing is like you have the popularity piece where like if people who have something that catch fire, like it's great and like you can capitalize it on independently rather than having the, you know, the machine behind you. Which, I think you're you know, getting into that mode where you're doing that well. You know, you're getting into that point where it's like, hey, like I'm going to take this moment I have with, you know, somebody who's in the big industry and then
parlay it. Yeah,
parlay it and get more opportunity. So like what opportunity came out after you know, kind of had that freestyle that was over, you know, over the beat, I can't remember which beat it was. Now I'm thinking about it.
That was Explosive by Dr. Dre. Yeah. No, that was a huge moment, man. That was a very, very viral moment. And, you know, the conversation with Wayno had happened before, and he actually commented under that post. He was kind of like trying to downplay it, like, man, I wish you would have did this on your own, like a beat of your own, you know what I'm saying, instead of doing like a jack beat. I was like, bro, the concept of the fucking pod jacking for beats is that you rap over somebody else's, you know what I'm saying? So and it's like, I can take that, I'm an artist, I can take that verse and put it over one of my beats, one of A1 Devin's beats, you know what I'm saying, easily. Like it's nothing. I just wanted to, you know, take that moment to be like, hey, this is an example of real rap. So that was definitely like an opportunity where I, you know, capitalized off of that moment. Also got it up on making it for Indies or Making It magazine. So I got like a partnership with them right now. You know, they major in marketing and promoting artists and, you know, getting you in where you need to be in the industry, connecting you with the right pieces, you know what I'm saying, the DJs, the tastemakers, the curators, and things like that. So, you know, they were able to help me, you know, put a nice bow on that and put it in their magazine and on their website, which was very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I mean, like, I think it's just I look at how much you know, the content, if you follow dude, like, you know, like the content's there. It's coming every single day. You know, there's different pieces. It doesn't matter what, you know, platforms you're on. You also, like, you know, I'm on YouTube the other day and I'm, you know, watching my stuff, and then I look and see that you're, you know, hey, I've sold 16 songs out of 1 million.
Yes,
you know, I'm trying to get to 1 million songs sold. I'm selling them for, you know,
$1.
$1.
Yes,
whatever you want to pay. You know, again,
exactly.
Whatever you want to pay for them. So we'll have his calendar, the website linked in the bio here. So if you guys want to get in there and go check out some Dude Dynamik, that's the best way to do it.
Absolutely, man. Underdogregime.com. That's UNDERDOGREGIME.com. Underdog Regime is the record label. You know what I'm saying? That's the business. And it's something that's very important that I want, independent artists to understand. Like, you and I both have MBA. You have an MBA, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have an MBA also. Like it's cool to get on these, these nice beats and these, partner with or, work with great producers, XYZ. But at the end of the day, you got to have the business mind to go along with, like, your dream. You feel what I'm saying? Because if not, people are just going to rob you. People are going to take money from you. They're going to take advantage of you. That is the music industry.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, I had the idea. I was like, one day I was on the phone with my homie Carter. We were talking, and I was just like, why the hell am I not promoting my website? I'm promoting fucking Spotify. I'm promoting Apple Music.
Yep.
I'm playing middleman. What the? Like, it clicked. It went off in my head, and you see people talk about like how the music industry taking advantage of you. I didn't even know I was being pimped. You feel what I'm saying? And I think utilizing my brand and what I'm doing and pushing my own shit is the way that I plan to do it, moving forward. So, underdogregime.com. And I'm not, my music is on, all streaming platforms, but if you really want to support me, then you go to underdogregime.com and you pay $1. You know what I'm saying? I also have merch and everything too. My entire catalog is available on my website for $1.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
one of the things I heard from one of our bands we spoke with, artists we spoke with out in Oregon, he was saying, like, if I didn't have my email list, I wouldn't have a career, and then, like, he had started, really early on, and then he'd been doing it since the late 90s or, early 90s, Logan Lynn, shout out him. And, like, he said, like, look, if I don't have that, I don't have what I have today. I don't have a loyal, group of people who've known me and who've been growing with me since, and that's kind of how you build that. So, glad to see that we're getting to the point now, and look, I mean, we're out here. I'm pimping out myself on Spotify. I'm not gonna lie. That's what that's the point that I'm at. You guys you're in a different realm where you're you're at the point now where it's support me in this way.
Yes, sir.
We're here to help promote our artists in any way we can, and so that underdogregime.com will be on the bottom line here to make sure we can get those. I'd love to see you get that million songs.
Yeah, man, we're actually at 22 right now, or 23, 22 or 23. But and speaking of email lists, man, that was the idea behind the event I did in my hometown, Cordele, Georgia.
Yeah.
So I was able to build my email list. Like, it was a free show. Come out and support me. Like, even if you can't come, just, hey, sign up, on this link so I can reach out to you for future events, because this isn't going to stop for me anytime soon, right? So you need to know whenever I'm doing something. And, like, what people don't understand about the email list and what, like, the research I've been doing is, like, the chances of people actually responding to you via email are exponentially higher than you reaching out on Instagram or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more personal.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. I mean, I'm on a few, and it feels like it's hey, Grant, here's what's going on with me. Hey, did you know that I had this coming out? And, like, I would have had to either seek that person out specifically to figure out what's going on. And so everyone should sign up for Dude Dynamik's email list here. He'll get he's going to send you out. It's going to be personal. It's going to be nice.
Yeah,
it's going to be it's going to be content that you're looking for. And so if you want to support him, do those things. I mean, I think I want to get into now, like, we mentioned some, we progressed into some of the show's action last week. We're taping this here on October 8th. But last week we had a show, and that the first paid show.
Yes, sir.
Obviously we've done a lot of other showcases and different pieces, but how'd it go? I mean, what was the vibe like? Give me the rundown.
Man, shout out to the Vital Movement, man. And I was able to connect with them again through Making It for Indies. That collective, that group of people connected me with Mega Scythe. They connected me with Joint Dexter. You know what I'm saying? So they are the two hosts of the Vital Movement. The first time I met Mega Scythe, he was like, "Hey, I have this event that I'm going to be doing every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. We're going to be offering people opportunities to, get paid to perform." And so that was a Monday. I went up there on Wednesday, and I kept going back, and I always rocked it out, always killed it. And before long, I got an email. Talk about emails. Got an email from Mega Scythe, and he was like, "Hey, dude, would you like to perform? Have this opportunity to be paid to perform." And so, I was like, yeah." Yeah, man, it was a great opportunity. The vibe, bro. I mean, after I was done, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sold merch. I rocked the mic. But I inspired people, bro. Like really inspired people. I had a guy come up to me after and I got footage of this too. Like, we did a vlog, and so the vlog is on the way. The vlog will be out on my YouTube soon. And I'll probably put it on Instagram and TikTok as well. But dude walks up to me and was just like, just like, "Man, I needed that." You know what I'm saying? And that's why I do it. It isn't for the money. It isn't for the fame. I don't give a fuck about being famous. I just want to make a lasting impact. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what music did for me. I remember where I was when I learned my first rap song. You know what I'm saying? I remember where I was when I heard "Go DJ." You know what I'm saying? By Lil Wayne.
DJ.
You feel me? Like, I remember memorizing that verse. I remember printing out the lyrics from A to Z lyrics.
Yeah.
Back when we didn't have phones, you feel what I'm saying? And I had to like read it. Like, music taught me how to read, damn it. You feel me? So it's like, it's deeper than rap, man. I'm just blessed to be able to, get paid to do what the fuck I love, you know what I'm saying? And so that kind of, just put a lot of things into perspective for me. And so just really appreciative and very thankful for that moment with the Vital Movement.
That's awesome. I mean, I think I needed that.
Yeah.
That's got to be the best feeling ever. Somebody coming to you saying, "Hey, I needed that."
Yes. Like, really, I gave him a shirt for free. I was like, "You're not buying nothing. Like, this is what I do it for." You know what I'm saying? And so, shout out to that guy, man. I think his name was Audio. Yeah. Very cool name, Audio. So, got a chance to connect with him, and just, it felt like I was supposed to be doing that. Yeah. Like, I wasn't like hot. Like, I wasn't like excited or just like you know what I'm saying? I was just like, it felt like this is what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
with your content, like, I mean, there's a lot of different elements. Obviously, like the million songs, it's something that we can, get, that caught my eye, right? Like, you have other pieces. Like, what has been some of those pieces of content that you're like, man, like, that's the kind of stuff I want to keep doing? And, because obviously content's exhausting. Like,
man, tell me about it.
Creating all that is exhausting.
Yes, sir.
But like being able, like, when you get that one, it's like, hey, like that one clicked for a little bit. Like, what's that? Does that feel as good, as, getting like, getting a good, you put together a great, verse or song or anything like that? Or like, I mean, because sometimes, you in this industry now, it's like you feel like you have to also, you be a creator plus, the artist. And it's kind of, you have to be that way. And, whether we like it or not, it's kind of the way it is.
Yes, sir.
At this point.
It's an nature beast.
So, like, talk to me about like the content side of it. Like, how do you come up with some of that? Like, what's your goal? Like, what are you doing to, get inspired there?
Yeah. Content for me, man. I think growing up, I've always been like someone who was like very animated. And so like I just did a post today where I was the engineer and I was Dynamik, right? And so I was promoting my song For the Club, which is actually on the radio nationwide, and available on underdogregime.com. That's 4DA Club, written by yours truly, produced by Dre Wisdom. So content, I think it took a while to get like past like, feeling awkward. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, again, the nature of the beast. If you want to be that guy you have to do what that guy does.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You can't just be someone, man, I just want y'all to listen to my music. I wish it was like that.
Yeah.
But because, like, you know, I really have, you know, substance in my music and I have something to say, but people don't necessarily care about that at first nowadays. It's like, you gotta make them laugh. You know what I'm saying? Which I fucking hate, because it's like, no, life ain't funny. God damn it. like I don't mind you. I know people use music as escapism, but I don't want you to feel like you have to laugh at me to fuck with me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that it's just so it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. You don't have to laugh at me to fuck with me. But people also don't like to feel small. You know what I'm saying? So getting past like the awkward stage and, you know, just like, how do I look when I'm posting and all that stuff? It's just like, man, fuck it. Like, when I posted about the fucking free show, I was shirtless. My uncle hit me up on YouTube and was like, nephew, you sure you want to be you sure you want to be shirtless in your video promoting your first show? I'm like, oh, you reading too deep in it. But he thinking about, you know,
You
like,
think you're going OnlyFans here?
Exactly. He like, this ain't it. But I was like, oh, just chill, man. Just chill. I literally had just got off work and the idea came to my head. I was supposed to have something back to Joint Dexter. Like, I told Joint Dexter I was going to have it to him the day before, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, I got home. I didn't want to be in my collar shirt from work. So I took it off, went outside on the porch, and I made some content. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cool thing about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so accessible. It's so easy to do. But in terms of just being inspired, man, it's just anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, being an artist, anything inspires you, and it's the same with content.
Yeah.
So
I love your content when you're sitting in your cube. I mean, that, like,
yeah,
that
a lot of people fuck with that.
I'm like, man, like, that's I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah,
you know? I'm doing the same thing you're doing. You know,
I gotta do some more of that. Yeah.
But you know, well, good. Well, like, I do want to end off here with you know, obviously great conversation with one last thing. You know, we've been asking people, you know, what they appreciate about, you know, somebody who's involved in this journey, because you know, it's not you alone, and you know, you probably have people who are supporting you, and people who, you know, filming the content or different pieces there. So we'll give you an opportunity to give some shout outs to, like, some people who you will really appreciate their, you know, effort in helping that you get to your point. Obviously you're driving it, but there are passengers along the way helping you.
Absolutely. I would say, first off, just like the Underdog Regime family. So that's like the community I have on Instagram. I think it's like 70 plus people on that community. And so whenever I, you know, say, hey, go drop a comment, you know, I see people immediately go in and do that. You know what I'm saying? That's something I'm very, very thankful for. You know, just being able to, like, have people understand, like, this is the part of, like, who I am. It's not me. I'm not trying to bug you. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? And those people join that on your own. You know what I'm saying? That's not me, like, saying, I can't put you in that community. Like, you put yourself in it. So to know that 70 plus people, going back to the email list, that's 70 email, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. People
that I can target, like, at the blink of an eye, drop of a hat. Very appreciative for that, or for those people. One person in particular, I would say, is Benny J. Benny J, or Benjamin James. Recently, you know, I'll go back to the beginning. Like, he met me when I first started. You know what I'm saying? He saw me. I had merch. I was performing, and I had merch, table full of fucking shirts. And, you know, he fucked with the music, and then he grabbed me after, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you really serious about this shit? And I looked at him, I was like, yeah, I am. And, you know, from that moment, you know, we connected, and, you know, we just had this vision of, you know, going from being at, what was that? The gallery, 992 gallery, to performing at, you know, Apache, to doing, you know, getting my first paid show, to he's the one helping me with the event that I'm going to be doing called Dude, Where's My Bar? And that's going to be held at iLounge here in Atlanta, East Atlanta Village, on October 24th. So that's going to be a Halloween costume party, as well as an artist showcase. We're going to give $200 away to the best artist that night, $100 to the best male costume, $100 to the best female costume. And, you know, going back to, you know, Benny, my cousin calling me. I don't know why she calling me. I'm gonna call you back, Ricky. Hit X. We gotta cut that out. But going back to you know, just being thankful for, you know, Benny J. Like, that night, I knew that he wanted to invest in me. You know, he didn't have to say it. He ended up saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wanna help you on your journey, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he always be like, you know, whenever I be like, man, I'm thankful for you, man. He'd be like, man, you good. But that is somebody that I would like to, you know, extend my gratitude to, just because, like, bro, he just saw me hustling.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And he was like, that's somebody I can relate to. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just like a, you know, like a month-long thing. Like, he been fucking with me since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it's turned into, like, you know, just all this momentum I'm getting, and now you know, we're doing the event together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, obviously, October 24th, Dude, Where's My Bar? Party at iLounge down in EAV.
Yes, sir.
East Atlanta Village.
Yes, sir.
You will definitely need to check that out. You know, he will have obviously some content coming out about it.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna even check with you. I know you got content coming out about it.
Yeah, we're working on a flyer right now. Yes,
so
sir.
everyone come out there, you know, support Dude Dynamik, you know, get a good time at EAV. I believe, is iLounge where I saw you last at that, is that?
No, that was the Saha CBD.
Saha, yeah, Saha CBD. That guy.
Yeah.
All right, so different place, EAV, good time, groovy time.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
Shout out that. So, well, dude, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for making the trek up here to beautiful Argyle Studios.
Yes, sir. Shout out Argyle.
Argyle Records, sorry.
Yes,
not
sir.
Studios.
Records.
Argyle Records.
Yes, sir.
And Michael Hitchcock for having us on. But, you know, y'all check out Dude's music. Everything's going to be tagged down here in the bio of this podcast. So, you know, anywhere where you're getting this podcast, you should be able to click on the link and, you know, either hit up Dude's channels on YouTube or Instagram or Spotify, or, you know what? More importantly, UnderdogRegime.com, baby. UnderdogRegime.com.
Yes.
We'll have all this out there. So thank you so much again for joining us, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Of course, brother.